Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to NIHL Radio 1 as we're bringing you live coverage of the game between the Blackburn Hawks and the Telford Tigers. Last season's champions, currently in 7th place in the league, against the team that many tipped for the title this season, sat in 8th place, the Tigers.
Good shot from Baldwin there, the tight angle. Danny Brittle covered the 5-hold well though. They just about clear it, although Duncan stops it on the blue line. Yeah,
and it's now with Rick Bentham. He brings it back in, shot from
good
distance. Back to Baldwin, that's a goal! Lewis Baldwin. The assist is going to go to Rick Bentham because of his initial shot. Daniel Brittle committed so determinedly to save that Rick Bentham shot that he was a mile off his line for Lewis Baldwin to then just put that into the top corner. That's what the Hawks have wanted all season, someone to pick up those rebounds. So we're going to have a face-off now in the Hawks zone. Stage left to Stuart Ashton. 1-0 the score still. 10 minutes and 14 seconds have been played in this first period. Luke Brittle wins that draw, puts it back to Daniel Harrison. Knocks it in. Daniel McCreel couldn't get the tip on that. Tigers still have it now in the Hawks end. Trying to get that through to Adam Brittle, but Duncombe gets a stick in, pushes it into the boards. He's tying this up, trying to get it out at the moment, trying to get it to Ollie Lomax, and Ollie, he doesn't quite get it past the blue line. Knocked in again by the Tigers, but Ollie is then there. Still not over the blue. Gets in by Danny McCreel. Luke Brittle to Adam Brittle. Winds up, and that's a goal for the Telford Tigers. Adam Brittle from Luke Brittle from Danny McCreel. A former Hawks top scorer, a former Hawks top point scorer, and a former Hawks head coach. Bentham. Through the middle, over the red. Over the blue. He's got Baldwin with him and Mikko Searman. He goes to the goal line. He's now looking for that opportunity. He's got Aaron Davis in front of the goal and now Baldwin. Searman on the left point. Duncombe on the right. Bentham brings it into the centre, takes a shot. It's saved by Daniel Brittle, but it's still loose. Falls to Baldwin.
Missed.
It falls to Baldwin. Backhand shot. He just goes into the corner, but Daniel Brittle sprawls across his net to save what he thought would have been the shot and ends up knocking the goal off via our Facebook page, as this is now won by the Hawks. Streetley to Baldwin. Baldwin gets round Jets, takes a shot. Blocker save by Daniel Brittle.
Fantastic from both Baldwin and Daniel Brittle. Lewis Baldwin just danced round two with him. And the height he got on that shot from, well, it's just on the outside of the circle really in the slot. Danny Brittle had to really stretch his blocker up to make that save and does very well.
Yeah, the Hawks are out shooting Telford, definitely. Whenever the Telford Tigers are going forwards, half of their shots are wide, and they're not having as many of them as the Hawks are at the moment. So Joseph Istocci has this, brings it in front of the goal, takes the shot, and it's in the back of the net. Joseph Istocci, that went through Daniel Brittle, and with 3 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the first period, it's 2-1 Hawks. And again, that was Ollie Istocci. He stole that, went round the net and took the shot.
Yeah, a very good play from Joseph Istocci there. I think Daniel Brittle will be disappointed that one's crept through him. It's gone underneath his arm. I didn't quite really see there was a Telford bodies in the way, but nevertheless, it's another goal for Joseph Istocci here at Blackburn.
He ends up missing, and suddenly it goes the other way as Mulcahy to Aaron Davis. Oh, Aaron gives it away. Adam Brittle, one-on-one against Stuart Ashton. And that's a save, shoulder save by Stuart Ashton with just 25 seconds remaining in this period. He keeps the Hawks 2-1 to the good. Play for the Tigers thus far. 4 minutes played in the second period. Score 2-1 to the Hawks still. It's Adam Brittle to Ben Simister. Back to Adam Brittle. He brings it on. He's got Simon Harrison in the middle. Decides to take the shot.
Off the crossbar was that.
It hits iron, but we're not sure if it was a post or the crossbar. It could have been either, with the way that Stuart Ashton had sprayed over his crease. 10 seconds remaining. It's with Simister. Back to Daniel Harrison at the point. Shot taken. Saved by Stuart Ashton, but not convincingly. And that was bobbling across his crease. The Hawks managed to get it away. And there we have full strength hockey. Mulcahy waiting.
Oh, what a play from Daniel Harrison to stop a pass going to Mulcahy.
That was outstanding. Yeah, Mulcahy was just waiting on the blue, waiting for a shot to come through, but Daniel Harrison did all he needed to. But suddenly, Riddick, it's a goal! James Riddick puts it in the back of the net to continue his point streak.
Where did that come from, James Riddick? Fantastic finish there to drag it past Danny Brittle. Kind of falling over Danny as he does it, and then just chucks it in by the far post as he does.
Simon Harrison keeps it in. Finally the Hawks do suddenly. Riddick again. Riddick is going forwards. Gets it across to Istocci. Oh, Istocci didn't go for the shot. He went for someone that was in the slot. Turned around and realised no one was there.
Just out of the reach of Tom Parkinson, although the puck's kept in.
Riddick, Istocci, it's a goal! Joseph Istocci with his second goal of the game, the assist there by James Riddick. And just 6 minutes and 15 seconds into the second period, it's 4-1 Hawks.
Great.
Jake Nurse was determined to try and get to that before anyone else.
A good shot from Miko there on the face-off circle.
This is now with Mikko Sirman. It's in the goal! It's in the back of the goal! Mikko Sirman did the work. It fell onto the stick of, I think, Rick Bentham. And that is in the back of the net. I think Rick Bentham is going to be taking the credit for that one.
Yeah, I think Miko had a shot from a very tight angle. It's somehow gone through Danny Brittle with his under his arm, between his legs. And it's essentially just sat on the goal line, and Rick Bentham just knocked it home. And what a second period we're seeing here.
As that came into Simon Harrison, couldn't get the shot off. Now with Carroll Jets.
He's got a lot of space.
Too much space as he puts that in the back of the goal. That is a power play goal for the Telford Tigers. The score now, with just over 10 minutes remaining, is 5-2. 5-2 the score. 15 seconds now currently remain on a penalty on Luke Brittle. As he sits in the box, this is still the Hawks on a power play as Rick Bentham brings it across the ice. Winds up, decides to feign the shot, brings it into the centre, but Aaron Davis just couldn't get it on the end of his stick. And there we have Luke Brittle races out, and suddenly he's in a breakaway situation against Stuart Ashton. And a save by the Hawks netminder. Great vision there by Danny McCreels to get that puck through.
It was, yeah, and that's a very big early save by Stu Ashton there, straight in the deep end in this third period, with a pretty much one-on-one situation. Yeah, that was I can't quite catch who that Telford player was there, but that was a barn door for them to me, Mark.
Yeah, Washburn. James Riddick now gets it to the centre. Tom Parkinson puts it in the back of the goal. No, it's been waved off by the official. He says no goal. No goal given.
In Danny Brittle's glove or something.
The indication of a goal is that it clearly and visually crosses the line. Puck drops. Shot taken by Croft, it's just wide. 15 seconds remaining. The puck is on the Tigers' stick, comes across to Adam Brittle. That is in, finally. They have scored. With 7.9 seconds remaining on the clock, the Tigers have put it in the back of the net in a 6-on-3 situation. That puts Bobby Streetley back on the ice. That was a heck of a lot of manpower on that ice for one goal.
Do you think he can do it? 2 goals in 7.9 seconds.
They've still got an empty net. As Adam Brittle brings it on, shot taken, saved by Stuart Ashton. It's just bubbling around. That's the end of the game. The Blackburn Hawks have collected 2 points against the Telford Tigers. An outstanding game of hockey here, a very entertaining game of hockey to watch with a 5-3 scoreline.